You know, in a few more minutes I'll be able to start relaxing, but I'm still a little bit nervous. So, thank you again, Mr. Minister, for your excellent speak. Thank you very much as well for everything that your two ministries are doing to take care of the international community, and be assured that all of us are doing this for the good of Luxembourg and to promote prosperity and freedom for those that we most care about. Minister Gloden, you were not here when I did the first original introductions, and I said how important we viewed you and the police that you represent and the people in the Ministry of Interior for what you do to keep the country safe, and implicitly is what you're doing as well to go ahead and to protect the international community that's here. And to be honest, we wouldn't be here if Luxembourg wasn't safe. So you are important to us, and I would ask you at an appropriate time to pass on to the people who work for you how much the international community respects and appreciates the professionalism of the people who work for you and the quality of the work that they provide, which keeps us safe. Now, having said that, I'm going to give him the microphone so that he can talk. Sir.
Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, guten Abend. Thank you for the invitation, and before starting to talking about security, a few preliminary remarks on the relation between US and Luxembourg. The relationship between the US and Luxembourg has always been shaped by shared values: respect for freedom and democracy, commitment to the rule of law, and then belief in opportunity for all. The recent celebration of the 80th anniversary of the Battle of the Bulge is a witness of our common values. Today, it is a perfect opportunity to cherish our partnership built on economical and historical values. The new president of the US will undoubtedly shift certain policies. Even though we were likely to be faced with less predictable politics, I am sure that our long-term relationship between Luxembourg, US, and the EU will continue to be a strong one. The US economy needs the European market. For example, outside the US, one of the most important markets for Apple iPhone or Tesla cars is the European market. The Luxembourgish authorities are surprised that our US partner and friend has not put our country on the list of the countries to be provided with US AI chips. I strongly advocate to undertake common efforts between friends so that Luxembourg, as a reliable friend and partner of the US, will be provided with these chips. There is a war ongoing in Ukraine, and the situation in the Middle East is bad. We are facing long-term defense issues. Therefore, it is important to make a long-term investment into defense. Peace, freedom, and humanity are our common values. To overcome the uncertain times we live in, we need a European strategy in the areas of economy, security, and technology. Europe should not just sit back and watch, but also play a significant role on international stage together with our friends from the US. In comparison to our neighboring countries, Luxembourg is a stable country. France only recently got a new government, which is facing major challenges. In Germany, new elections are coming up. Belgium has been trying to form a new government for more than 6 months. Austria may upend with a far-right chancellor. Romania had to cancel its presidential elections in December due to Russian influence. In the midst of all this confusion, we can speak of political stability and coherence in Luxembourg, and that makes me proud. Schengen must be alive. It is a question of faith in European values. We need to strengthen the controls on our external borders of the EU. But the free movement of persons within the EU, thanks also to the Schengen Agreement, is one of the most important achievements of Europe. Let's not disappoint our citizens. Luxembourg must sit at the table of our continent to shape a future characterized by freedom and prosperity. The Luxembourgish government is working hard to strengthen Luxembourg for the future. We need a strong economy in order to maintain our welfare state and to implement the ecological transition. Resilience is the key towards investment into people and our country. In the first year, we have already achieved a lot. A year ago, the economy was in decline. Since 2024, we have seen slight growth again. We can expect our economy to be even better this year, thanks to several measures taken by the government. It's a collective success that Luxembourg continues to flourish while there is a great unrest in the world and in Europe. The purchasing power of the population has been strengthened. The income is growing faster than expenses. The deficit in the central government continues to decrease despite substantial tax relief, increasing investment, and higher military spending. The social system is strengthened. Social assistance is distributed in a targeted manner. Work-family balance is another keyword for us. Let me give you a concrete example of my ministry for artificial intelligence. The volume of financial data local authorities have to deal with is increasing. AI may help to automate various controls in this area. In this context, my ministry launched with the AI for Government initiative an innovative outlier detection project by the end of 2020. 3 years later, on March last year, our ministry was awarded the European Public Sector Award for its innovative test version, certificate, and good practice. In the field of the police, AI is being promoted when it comes to photo recognition of immatriculation plates of cars. I will file in a few weeks a bill of law in that respect. In the field of civil security, the Einsatzleit system, emergency call system, is being analyzed. AI could help in the handling of the 112 or in the emergency care of patients. As set out previously, this government is firmly committed to improving public safety and citizens' sense of security. There is no freedom with a secure environment. Therefore, a modern police force is one of my priorities and based on 3 pillars: enough personnel, modern equipment, and adequate infrastructure. A number of measures has been taken, including the continuation of large-scale recruitment, increasing the number of candidates from 160 to 200 per promotion. The increase of the police presence. 90 officers since the 1st May of last year are operational. Since November 2023, 45 people in the Judicial Police Department have been recruited, 29 police officers and 25 civilians. We implemented the new unit of local police. Since the 1st July last year, together with the city of Luxembourg and the city of Asch, we have tested this unit and it has become a real success. The increase in preventive checks, in addition to traffic checks, around 37,500 preventive checks were carried out last year by police. This is a plus of 21% compared to 2023. We will also take future steps in order to fight against drug traffic. The measures are in line with the so-called 4 Ps developed by the Minister of Home Affairs, meaning personnel, presence, proximity, and prevention. In relation to the simplification of the procedures, a last point I would like to highlight is the administrative simplification in order to build more housing. Recently, and my colleague Mr. Maisch has already mentioned it, we presented the second package of the Logementsdach. The main measures thereof are the facilitation of the procedure in relation to Article 29 bis, more housing and more affordable housing through uniform criteria. So we can create between 9,300 and 14,600 new houses, thereof between 3,600 and 5,600 affordable housing. Simplification of the procedures, we will implement silence vaut accord. Where there is no deadline for decisions, we introduce one. Introduction of bagatelle limits for small works. No more need for permits for small works. 2 examples. For garden sheds under 12 square meters, no permission and no declaration anymore. The same applies to photovoltaics on roof below 30 kilowatts. No declaration, no permit. Flexibilization of the zone de parc urbain. Maintaining a high quality of life within the city is important. We will also modernize the urbanistic rules for activity zones, also to allow companies to build housing for their employees in activity zones. We are making sure that the EU and Luxembourg remain competitive, innovative, and attractive to business and to people. So tonight, let's celebrate our strong ties, our shared values, and our common aspirations. Thank you for being here tonight. Let's make it happen. Thank you.
The good news is it's about time to have food, drinks, and networking. But now, if you look behind me, you'll see the Luxembourg, the AmCham symbol, which is a Luxembourg dragon and the American flag fused together. Okay, Luxembourg lion. I was going to say it's an early picture of Mufasa, but okay, Luxembourg lion and the American flag fused together. But when you look at them, you don't see one of those as more important than the other. I think however many times you look at it, you see both of them as equal value and as equal important. So my message is we in AmCham and the international community feel a strong sense of partnership on an equal basis, respect and appreciation for our Luxembourg counterparties, and we are in this together to make Luxembourg strong and to have shared prosperity for all of us. I think that's probably enough for me to say other than to enjoy your drinks, enjoy your networking, and thank you all so much for coming tonight.